Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum.
What on earth was that?
I don't know, just like a little sing. Do you not like a little sing?
Well, not at the beginning of a podcast.
My dad sings as he walks around. And people know him in my area because he's the only man walking around in a keffiyeh and a trilby.
Nice combo.
And he sings. He doesn't just walk along like da, 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 da. He will sing full like da da da, da as he walks, and people are like, I've seen your dad. He was walking around singing very loudly. And then a man came up to me and he went, "Hi, sorry, is it your father who wears the hat and sings very loudly?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay, is there any way you could ask him not to walk in the cycle lanes? Because we're all backed up behind him and we're all like ringing the bell."
Oh,
and
he's like a Pied Piper of pedalists.
Yeah, and he's just singing along and no one can communicate to him because he's singing so loudly.
I think that's a glorious thing.
Yeah, he just goes for a little walk. He goes, "Sometimes it makes me so happy just to have a little sing as I'm walking around."
Do you sing when you're running?
Can you imagine how breathy? I mean, I'm already very... if I added in a tune.
I've been known to sort of... Lily said squirt out a little tune. I don't know why that word came to me. I've been known
Don't ever say that.
I've been known to squirt out a little tune.
Just see Zoe on the karaoke squirting
out a little
poor
tune.
Cindy.
Gosh,
my
where
God.
did that word come from? I've
Well,
no
it's Valentine's
idea.
Day coming up. That's probably what it is.
Let's the old crooners and squirters.
Can I just say, I don't think either of us are known for our sex material.
No.
We aren't one to talk about sex on stage.
No.
So I feel like we've now stumbled into an area
I don't
that
know
we both feel very uncomfortable.
I'm in an escape room and I need to get out of this.
Yes, I don't know how to back out of it.
Yeah.
We've suddenly gone into bro podcast mode.
Yeah. It'd be like accidentally tumbling into a dark room and going, "Good Lord, there's an awful lot of knobs in here, aren't there? What's that? What does this one do? There's a lot of levers."
Well, it's like tumbling into most green rooms. Knobs everywhere.
Anyway, shall we begin? We haven't formally introduced ourselves at the start of this.
Oh, yeah.
You just burst into song.
I do like a bit of chaos. My name is Esther Manito.
Oh, bless you. Well done. And I am Zoe Lyons.
And welcome to Running Joke.
Yes.
Each week, we just take you on a little 30 to 40 minute journey while you get through your 5K.
Yeah. 5 to 10, depending on how...
Yeah, if you're Mo Farah.
Yeah, 10.
Marathon.
Yeah.
And if you're
more in our league,
yeah, then you
5K.
might get 3K.
I will say actually my league, not your league, because no, listen, dear listener. Esther and I travelled up here to the Running Joke podcast studio together today. I headed off from Brighton Hove.
You did.
I don't know why I've coupled it together like that either. Brighton Hove.
Brighton Hove.
Brighton Hove.
South Coast.
West Sussex.
I made my... Why are you talking
Or is it
like...
East Sussex? I don't know what Sussex I'm in. I think I'm East Sussex. I'm East.
I don't know.
I'm East.
But why are you talking like David Copperfield?
I set
off.
I set off on a journey.
Sandwich and a napkin.
Unaware of where it would end, but enjoying the prospect of an adventure nonetheless. And I messaged you and I said, I'm going to be coming through St. Pancras. I said, I'm going to be getting that train.
Yeah.
And you said, I'll run and meet you there. And I went, what? And you ran from your home 10 miles away and made the train with like 30 seconds to spare. And it was a wonderful thing because as our train pulled in and I'm looking out the window like sort of Jenny Agutter in the Railway Children.
Dripping
yeah.
Jenny Agutter.
I know our demographic.
Is it all prisoners and captives?
It is.
Yeah, the train just pulled in and I was dripping with sweat. Just like,
and it stopped right where you were standing on the platform. And I was like, that was an incredible piece of precision running from Esther Manito. You ran from your house 10 miles away and made the train I was on with a minute to spare and stood exactly where my carriage was and my window. I was like, this is...
I will not be told I don't make an effort.
Wow, I was really impressed. I was really impressed.
But people are always impressed. If you say, oh, I've run into central London for whatever reason from home, people are like, oh my God, that is incredible. But the reality is, like, if I said I went for a 10-mile run, people just go, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you went through a 10-mile run through the King's Cross area at sort of rush hour, which I find... I mean, you must have been a right pain in the arse, to be honest.
I know, to be fair.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There was a delivery man who nearly slammed into me and I thought, as I smashed my way through. But yeah.
And you got on the train and I think the first thing I said to you was, have you brought a jumper? Because I was worried.
Yeah.
And you went, no.
No.
Please explain what you brought.
So I brought... in my little running backpack,
which is tiny.
It's
like a sort of ambitious bum bag.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's supposed to be like a camel pack.
Yeah.
So this was the t-shirt I ran in, and then in my little camel pack, I brought 1, 2 t-shirts, and then a long sleeve top, and then a more thicker top, so that I could put my layers on and warm up. But now I'm realising that I'm quite moist underneath.
I was going to say.
So the coldness is definitely setting in.
But you've got 5 layers. You're like a Russian doll.
This is what I'd wear if I had to work in a strip club.
Yeah, you'd never get to the base layer, would you? No.
I'd just keep on taking off very thin running T-shirts. Oh, we're back into the sex territory.
Yeah, sorry. It's not our area.
I'm going to squirt through a top here.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was so impressed, though.
Thank you.
And you actually, when you got on the train, you were like, God, I'm so hot and sweaty. I was like, you are not.
I ran slow, though. It took me 1 hour and 47 minutes.
It's all right.
I was slow. I plodded.
No, that's not too bad. Through central London?
I plodded. I proper plodded.
Oh, we have different ideas of plodding.
Well, this is the thing, but it's amazing sometimes just how you phrase things. If you go, I ran in from blah, 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 people are more impressed. Whereas if you just go, I went for like I don't know, there are certain things that we just get into our mind that we can't do. But I find that if I have to meet someone, like you being on that train was the kick up the arse that I needed to get my 10 miles done. I was like, right, I've got to be out this door. Zoe's on a train. I've got to make it. And so I just legged it. Whereas if I was like, I've got to do my 10-mile training run, I'm terrible. I would stop and just like look around shops halfway through.
Were you keeping an eye on you?
I was, yeah.
That must have brought an element of sort of excitement to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Mission Impossible.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
In your tiny little fanny pack. I've got the Brighton Half coming up.
When is that?
Oh, it's about 3 weeks' time. I am woefully behind.
Right, so how many miles are you up to?
Sorry, that was a nervous cough.
No. How many miles are you up to?
I did, like, at the same time.
No, Zoe.
I did.
At the same time?
At the same time.
You can't just do it as like,
in one run.
We can't just tot up all the runs over the course of a week.
I did 8 miles on Saturday.
Oh, that's fine. And how long have you got?
3 weeks.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, it's not.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you just got to add 5 more to that.
It was 8 very slow. Even our producer's laughing at the prospect of that. Oh, no.
It's fine. You just do 8. And then this week, do 10.
I can't. It's Valentine's.
Why does that stop you from doing
Well, I'll be having a big steak and wine.
Yeah, but you can do your run in the day and then have your steak and wine. Or just not do it on Valentine's Day. You could run on the Friday. You can't just come up with excuses like that.
I can.
You can't.
I can. That's why I'm woefully behind.
I can't run this week. Why? Oh, because there's...
But this is what I do. This is classic me, because I told you a few weeks back I'd signed up for an anthropology course online.
I'm starting to catch a pattern here.
Yeah. And then... my wife said to me the other day, how's your course going? I went, oh, God, I forgot I was doing a course. Yeah, 3 weeks in. And now that's too long to go in, isn't it? They'll have been like online grouping together. They'll have been sort of like talking about stuff that they've read together. I can't go in 3 weeks.
I was a little bit surprised because you said, I've signed up to this anthropology class, and then you went, this is the book that we have to get. And then straight away you just went, it's too big.
Well, it didn't look big face on, and then you turned it sideways, and it was like,
but
wow.
If the book being too big is an automatic letdown, then maybe you're not the person to do an anthropology course.
Well, in my defence, not only was the book very big, but the writing was very, very small.
But you felt the need to bring the book into the podcast studio to show us how big the book was.
I did, and I showed Alice Roberts, who's a famous academic. I was like, look, I've got a book. What an idiot.
Yeah,
I'm such an idiot, aren't I?
I'm an academic too.
Oh, I'm an academic too. I'm doing an online course in anthropology.
I'm an academic too. I'm an academic too. I've read a Jilly Cooper.
Oh, man. It's so I'm so embarrassed for me. Oh.
But that really made me like, you were just like, Professor Alice Roberts. I don't think Esther can really relate, but we mix in very similar circles. Here is my key stage 4 geography text.
Oh, man. And this is how I feel about...
You actually went, it's too big.
Yeah.
And she was just like, well, she's
probably written books twice that big in half an
through
hour.
It and she went, well, most of it's the bibliography, so it's only this bit. And you were just like, it's so really big.
What's a bibliography?
What's a bibliography?
What's a bibliography?
I mean, from one academic to another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like academics just stand around going, Isn't that like, you know, when you watch American sitcoms and they always make out like the intelligent one is just one who'll stand around and go, I've got an interesting hypothesis. And they're like, oh my God, he's so clever. And you're like, it's just what?
What's going on? So very much like my online course, my training has gone off course.
Right, so you're up to 8 miles. I think that's absolutely fine.
It was a very slow 8 miles.
Yeah,
though,
but
Esther.
you're not planning to do it in a... Look,
in my defence...
Yes.
I was trying to read the book at the same time. No, imagine if I was cramming both things, like a half marathon and my online. I can do this. I can do this. Like a classic ADHD sort of character. I am doing my online course book and training for the half marathon at the same time. I can totally do this.
Sisters are doing it. Listen, I think we need to get rid of the taboo that you need to do it in a certain time. Like you said...
I think that's the problem. I think I've got that hooked in my head.
Right, what's the time you want to do it in? You wanted to do it in sub 2 hours?
That's never going to happen.
What did you want to do it in?
Well, I was thinking 2:20.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I don't think I will.
No, you will.
And then I was thinking about that on my run, stroke walk, stroke cry. And I thought, that's attached to ego, isn't it? Me wanting to do a specific time. If I was truly enjoying the moment of it, I'd go, doesn't matter what time you go.
Yeah, it's because in our mind, we think, oh my God, we're going to do the run and it will post on Strava. And then I did a video on Instagram. It hasn't taken off, but it really made me chuckle because I was like, why is it we feel the need we've got to put it on Strava? And like, no one cares. No one cares. But in your mind, and so I made a little video, check it out on Instagram, where I'm literally just pretending to be all the different types of Strava people. And you're like, this is who you think. This is how you think people are reacting to your things on Strava. Like, oh my God, she's gone down a minute mile. Yeah. Like, she's absolutely, and you think when you're running, you're like, I'm going to post on Strava and everyone's just going to be, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And the reality is you've created this competition for yourself, posted it, and literally somebody who follows you in Milton Keynes has gone, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she did that, did she?
I know. And I think I'm struggling with the fact that I'm getting older and I'm finding the running hard. Oh, did you hear that? That was my knee.
I'm struggling with the fact.
That was bang on cue. Did you hear that click?
We'll just pick up Zoe's kneecap.
Wow, that just went. Hang on, I need to stretch that out. There we go. Oh, look at those socks. Middle-aged, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I think when you notice that you are
I think
not 35 anymore. And it's so I'm trying to get over that in my head. I'm trying to let that go as well. That's all attached to ego. That's all attached to a sort of,
But the fact that you're even running a half marathon in 2 hours, if you'd like to do it in 2 hours and 20 minutes, even if you did it like 2.5 hours, like, it's amazing. It's an amazing achievement. Like, you don't finish a half marathon in 2.5 hours and walk away going, well, I was a complete idiot. I let myself down there, didn't I?
I know, we'll see what happens.
No, you'll be absolutely fine. I did the Cairo half.
Yes, and I wanted to ask you about that.
And I decided I wasn't going to do that in any particular time.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. And
Good.
even that was probably one of the hardest halves I've ever done.
Why?
Because running across a desert
Okay, yes.
with light reflecting off sand into your eyes is quite hard.
What sort of temperature are we talking?
It was the early 20s, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but the heat felt more.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it could easily have been 26.
I would
Like
absolutely.
it felt really, really hot.
That would just do me in.
And then the guy the day before when we went to like the running event place to pick up all your pack stuff, the guy there was talking us through the route, and he was going, "Oh, you've got like a really steep hill as you go down to the Sphinx." And
Is it called a Sphinx? It is called a Sphinx.
It is
Sorry,
called a Sphinx.
Yeah,
You're thinking sphincter.
I am. I
Yeah.
did.
I knew
Sorry,
where you were going then.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of, he was like, and the runners who have done it before will know that was really hard. And they're all like, oh. So when I was doing the race, ran down to the Sphinx. And I was like, up. The hill was up. And I was
Up
like,
the
oh,
Sphinx.
that up the Sphinx. And I was like, oh, that was really hard. But that must be the really hard hill that they were all laughing about. Got to the top and realised it was just continual up and down steep hills. And I wouldn't have thought that. I thought it was going to be flat. So basically it was one really hardcore hill, and then it would leverage out a little bit, and then you go down a tiny bit, and then it'd be uphill.
Oh my God.
So it felt like it was just continuously battling against.
How were your calves?
My calves were all right. My hamstrings started to kind of give in a little bit. There was quite a few fainty people.
Were there?
Yeah.
Really?
Quite a few fainty people.
That would have been me.
A lot of people walking, but they made everyone start at the same time. So 10K, 5K, half marathon,
Okay.
all at the same time. Just off
Go.
you go.
Off you go.
It was literally just whistle, go,
Yeah.
and off they went. But it was an incredible. So there was lots of people walking. There was
Yeah.
people doing 5Ks. There was a guy who literally did it in about, I think he did it in just under an hour.
The half marathon?
Yeah. And he had like a support team with him, and he was pegging it round. They made us sing the Egyptian national anthem before we started, which
they?
made me really giggle.
Are you familiar
Because-
with the lyrics?
No, and it really made me laugh because there was maybe 100 different nationalities there. I would say the amount of Egyptians was small. And they went, oh, we're going to sing the Egyptian national anthem. And on came this very rickety record, and people were all just stood there and they're going, can we all join in? And everyone's just going, and it was the most unceremonious kind of wittering of lots of people like from Japan and God knows what.
In Arabic?
Yeah, the national anthem's in Arabic, so people were just kind of like, don't know what the words are.
You'd have thought they'd have had it on a big screen or something, or a flip chart.
Yeah, you would have thought a lot of things. But I ran with a lady called Alice, who also ran for the same charity, and we went to get a taxi after the run, and we got into the Uber, and the Uber driver just looked at us and he went, did you just do the run? We're like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I did the 5K, and it was so adorable because he was so desperate to tell us.
Oh.
And then he went, how long did you two do? And we were like, half marathon. He was like, can't even. He goes, because I work full time as a taxi driver. He goes, I literally did the 5K, came home, showered to get straight back out to work. And he was going, but it's changed my life. He was like, I've never run before. I'm 60 years old. He said, my wife and my son, they came to watch. He said they were really, really supportive, but they couldn't believe I did it. And he was like, now, next year, I'm really determined to do the 10K.
Oh, wow.
But he was like, it's absolutely changed my life.
What?
Isn't that adorable?
That's incredible.
Yeah. He was going, I never thought in a million years I'd be able to run. But running that race has just like, he said, it's just one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
That's incredible.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
Did you...
And he was wearing his medal. And
I was going
ours.
to say, did you get a medal?
I did, yes.
Is it in the shape of a pyramid?
It isn't.
Oh, what?
I mean, it's a nice medal, but I felt like I would have preferred a pyramid, I think.
Yeah.
Or a sphinx.
I mean, they could have just chopped up a Toblerone and sort of said,
They
there's your
could have
medal.
done. Yeah.
It's
But
a
you know
pyramid.
what? After the run, got a bottle of water, no snacks.
What?
I know.
None?
No.
Did you get a goodie bag?
No.
What's the point?
The medal. But you got your medal and a bottle of water.
Not
And
even
that
an
was it.
apple?
No.
A naked bow?
No.
Oh, no, well, I'm not doing that one.
I think they gave like goodie bars in before you started the race. When you got your race, that's when you got your goodie bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did actually. We got a race bag with all the stuff in, but we didn't get anything afterwards.
Oh,
And I would expect an extra thing afterwards. That let
I'm
me
straight
down.
in there. Straight in that goodie bag.
Yeah.
Did you drink a lot on the way round?
I wasn't planning really to take anything with me, and then my cousin gave me a water bottle thing to take with me. So I drank that, and then I drank all the water on the way around, and I still felt like my face was swollen from dehydration.
I can't drink on the way round.
Oh.
Well, I can't get it in my mouth. And I can't stop.
So you just kind of throw it into your face?
I throw it at my face and try and grab, like, you know when you get a hose for a dog in the garden and it's sort of going dum, 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 at the water. That's sort of how I take
you need
on
somebody
fluid.
to kind of
hose me down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I did the Brighton half, when I was training for the London Marathon, I was so dehydrated and there wasn't a lot of water stops.
No.
So I was sucking on a gel to try and hydrate myself, and that it was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
I think they dehydrate you,
They
don't
dehydrate you, and it was just to have any kind of like, it was awful.
Lubricant.
Yeah, it was awful.
I once ran a half marathon in the New Forest in September.
I honestly thought she was going to say in the nude.
It must happen.
Do you think there's a nude run?
There must be. We're not doing it, Esther. I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't do that.
No, the chaffing would be awful.
The clapping.
Oh, the chaffing and clapping. Here they come. That's not the audience.
There
she comes. I don't even think that's
Esther's
her breasts. Oh God, that's not...
breasts and buttocks clapping old.
Oh no. There must be, because there's a nudist bike ride that comes through Brighton, which they in a big gang, they all cycle through nudie on the bikes, which I find a bit odd, which seems like a great idea, but it's something you have to do collectively, I discovered watching it, because I saw one person separated from the group by an unsuspecting red light. So everybody else went through the traffic light. They, overly cautious, stopped at the red light. And then what happens in that nanosecond is you've gone from being part of a jolly group nudity experience to a fucking weirdo naked on your bike at traffic lights.
You're now just a flasher.
You're just a flasher on your bike.
That would happen to me. If we did a nude run, I'd be the one that'd be
separated. It just looked like wild animals released... You don't understand. There were more of us when I started. With like zombie apocalypse.
People just come. Yeah, because when all the other people go through, people will be like, oh, look at them, blah, blah. And then when you come clacking through, completely naked, people will just be shielding their children's eyes, going, oh my God, what's wrong with you, woman? You horrific
Must be
woman.
a nudist run somewhere.
There must be. We'll find out.
Okay.
And we'll happily do it for sponsorship.
No, he won't. I will not.
Zoe will do it.
I will not, because I'm not.
She
How do you
will.
pin your bib on? No, not through skin. It's not doing it. I'm not doing that. And I'm not sticking it on either. No. I'm not sticking my bib on.
You can have the bib across your nipples.
No, I'm not.
And then that covers that up.
I'm not having to pay for a back sack and crack just so I can do a bloody run. That's not
bum bag.
Yeah.
That will cover up the downstairs.
It'd just be too
But then
horrific.
the bums.
Yeah.
I think it's bums that look the most ridiculous.
See, I don't mind the bum. No, I can't. I just can't.
I wouldn't be
Even
able to. I
thinking
wouldn't be
about
able to
it's
look at
making
you.
me- Yeah.
Imagine if we had to do it together.
Oh, God.
How much would you have to be paid to do it?
Well over a tenner. Everyone's got their price, Esther.
How much could we pay you to do it? Not that I'm going to.
Run
but
naked?
Yeah.
Do a naked run?
Yeah, if a running company rang us today and said, we've got an offer, if Esther and Zoe will do this nude, will they accept it? Here's the price. What would you do? How much would that be to...
How far?
10K.
10K
Yeah.
in the nudie?
In the nude.
250,000.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Is it?
I think that's reasonable. I'd do it for that.
Would
no,
you?
I wouldn't.
Would you go higher than that?
I think it would have to be more.
Really? 250,000? Nice little nest egg.
Yeah, but Zoe, those photos will be on the internet forever. Running photos are bad anyway, but when you've got a nipple whacking you in the eye and another one slapping you round the kneecap.
Yeah, 250,000.
I reckon, yeah, maybe. How much? No, I reckon 350 and then I can pay off my mortgage.
350,000?
That's enough for me to pay off my mortgage.
There we go. That's been
and
put
go
out
off
there
grid
in the...
and never be found again. By the way, I've had people messaging me on Instagram who also suffer from the big toe.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
I'm not alone. You made me feel like a freak.
Yeah, with your big Wolverine toe.
Yeah. And there are now a plethora of people messaging going,
I had no idea
Zoe.
that was a thing. Yeah.
I think they actually called you a bigot.
Possibly. Well, when it comes to toe, you've got the biggest. So, what size feet have you got?
Oh, you know this. We had an outcry. I've got at size 8 and you went mad about that.
Oh, yeah. That's quite a lot of surface area. Do you know what I was thinking about today? At the time of recording, the Winter Olympics are on. Yeah. Is this news to you?
No, but about the old injecting their penises and boobs.
Oh, my goodness. Never has ski jumping appealed to me so much.
Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been injecting my big toe to really...
So people who aren't familiar with the story, ski jumpers, which are... It's a weird sport, let's be very honest. And I don't mean to take away from the majesty.
Is that what Eddie the Eagle did?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. But it does seem to attract a slightly, I'm going to say librarian stroke nerdier athlete.
Oh, does it? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. It's just...
Well,
I mean,
got
it's
massive
an
penises now.
absolutely terrifying sport.
It is. Yeah, you've got to
Utterly terrifying.
Yeah, you've got to be quite...
Aerodynamic.
Maverick. Yeah. They've been injecting their penises.
The men have.
And the women have been injecting their boobs, apparently.
Well, it got me thinking, if the men are injecting their penises with the chemical that makes their penis slightly bigger so that it increases the surface ratio of their suits when they're having them fitted, what are the women having to do?
So they're injecting their boobs.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're not.
They are.
They're not. Are they?
Yeah.
Are you just saying that?
No. I read something about it, that the women are doing it as well. Well, they're not doing it in their flaps because you can't really increase the suit.
Well, that's where my brain went. You see, I thought, are they just injecting
Zoe!
Like, it would just create a... Like...
If you've got things that... These stick out,
Yeah.
Your vagina's...
Well, I just wondered whether it would sort of create a windsock like type effect. Anyway, that's been on my mind all week.
But even if you injected your vag...
Oh, God.
I guess you could inject your bum.
Why would you do that? You're not going down backwards.
Yeah, but that would increase the suit, wouldn't it? I think it's just about creating as much space in the suit so that when the air hits it, so it needs to be on the front. So, yeah, they've been injecting their boobs.
You kind of like a Brazilian butt lift out the back. There she goes.
So
I just wondered if there was any way of injecting like one of those flying squirrels. Yeah. I wondered if there was, because I was running into quite a strong wind on Brighton seafront on Saturday, and I wondered if I could just utilise it in some way, shape or form by injecting
Listen, I think the Brighton half is tough because you have the wind behind you for part of it, but then when you turn that corner, it is just suddenly the wind is in your face.
No, that's not true.
No, but when I did it, that's what I felt.
No, that is not true. Because what happens when you're running in Brighton is you run with the wind in your face and you think this will be great when I turn around, and then you turn around and the wind is still in your face.
So you want to know where to inject to make it easier for the windy
where
run?
I can create a sort of either A, aerodynamic, or B, sail-like adjustment to my anatomy.
Okay, but if we're going to, and I think this is where we can naturally bring this to a conclusion, but I think if we're going to inject a lot of solution into our breasts and to our labias, is that what they're called? And buttocks, then we'll also be in good stead for the naked run.
There you go. There you go. You could possibly hide your shameful face with the part of your inflated labia. I mean, that's just, I don't know where we've gone on this. Yeah. With your own human snood. Let us know if you've ever done a bizarrely themed half marathon, fun run, marathon, 10K, 5K, stroll in the park.
Yeah. And please let us know if there's some naked runs out there. And are you willing to pay off my mortgage to see these pita breads wafting in the wind?
It's bound to happen, that, Esther.
It's like OnlyFans on foot.
Yeah. Our weird jogging OnlyFans site.
There must be one at Stonehenge.
What?
Like a naked run.
A druid run.
Like they're always naked, aren't they?
No, they wear like caftans.
Well, maybe we can just do it in a hooded robe.
Hello, we're the fluid druids. We're just going with the flow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for listening. I've been Zoe Lyons.
And I've been Esther Manito.
And this has been the Running Joke Podcast. Please like and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts on whatever platform you choose. Probably not an oil platform, but the other ones. We're out there, aren't we?
We are. We're definitely out there.
We've got some more amazing guests coming on later in the series.
We've got some incredible guests coming on.
Yeah. Some of them don't even know they're coming on yet.
but we're in that van and we're out kidnapping people left, right and centre, and they're not allowed to leave until they've recorded our pod.
Absolutely.
Romesh, we're coming.
Yeah. So until then, happy plodding, my friends. Keep on going. You've got this.